So guys,
from where
I just want to put out there that this family, our minds, we start to roll like the four wheels on this vehicle when we're behind this wheel, this one.
Oh my god.
It's I don't know, it's really weird. Like every time we're in the vehicle, we always have something to talk about, and it's not petty talk, it's like real hard serious talk. So I don't know about you guys, but I like to talk. So if you like to hear me talk and you want to hear me talk more, just comment down below for more drive with me's, and you guys can, drop certain topics you'd like to hear us talk about.
Hey you guys, welcome to another video. As you can see, we're in the car, we're driving. This is not a vlog, this is just a drive with me, and something just came to my mind, and just like our usual conversations while we're driving, I wanted to talk about island time. There's such a thing as island time. Is it a myth? Is it real? Well, in my opinion, there is such a thing as island time, and my daughter and I will be sharing our views on what island time is and how we're both affected by it. What is island time?
Island time.
Island time has been driving me nuts for the past 5 years. For those who do not know, I moved from New York 5 years ago. We all moved, my family and I, to this beautiful island of Jamaica. I grew up here, I spent half of my life here, and it somehow didn't even bother me, but I've spent almost 20 years of my life in New York City. I spent 2 years in Connecticut, which I still would travel to New York for work and other excursions. And I've grown accustomed to just this fast-paced life. Always a rush. Just not too many hours in one day to get everything done. And then all of a sudden, I landed in this environment where everyone's moving like palm trees in the wind, or like a feather.
Which is right.
And we're moving at our own time. We have all day. My first encounter was doing my little business transactions, like in the government offices, the banking institutions. It would take literally all day to get one transaction done. And now with Corona, everything just intensified. So as you can see, it's obvious that I'm not having such a positive reaction towards this island type of living.
Morning.
Hello.
How's that?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Did you catch that? You did? Okay, guys. So that was our little pause where we had to go through our checkpoints. Yeah, here in Jamaica we have various checkpoints moving from parish to parish. So yeah. Now back to our little conversation. I had gotten to a point where I felt like I wanted to rip my hairs out of my head, strand by strand, to cope with this phenomenon. A co-worker of mine, I was expressing, how I was really feeling about it, and she said one thing to me, and if she's watching, I'm sure she'll remember a little conversation in our jump seat therapy. And she said to me, in order to adapt to the lifestyle here and to make a smooth adjustment, you just have to accept it. And I'm like, accept it? What does that even mean? She was like, just breathe into it. Just take it as it comes. And trust me, it will be a smooth transition. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Yes, guys, till today I'm still struggling. However, I try to use my Kindle on my phone as, I should say, therapy for all my aggression and my impatience that I experience, not being able to adjust to this island time lifestyle. So whenever I go out and I'm doing my business transactions, I would have my book out on my phone and I read, and when it's my turn, it's my turn. When I'm driving, I just take the wheels and I relax and I enjoy having these conversations, because it's also another thing that it's constructive conversation and it keeps my mind preoccupied, so I won't be irritated. You don't have a problem with it?
I don't have a problem with it, and I do notice it, so it is a thing. Island time, I would say, is an absolute thing. But the only way I was affected from living in the States, you know, school starts a bit late. That's the only thing. I would go to school at like 8:30 or 9:30, and now I have to be up by 6 and at school by 7:50. That's the only area where I am affected. Looking at all of this, I think, you know, it has to be that way. It's a spectrum and everything has to be balanced. The dark, you'll always have the light, you'll always have the good, you'll always have the bad, and you'll always have somewhere where it's always busy and everything is in sync, even though sometimes it feels like it isn't. And you'll have places like Jamaica where it's very laid back and everything still moves the same, it's just on its own time. Island time.
You know, whatever you have to do when you're trying to get things done, it's just not at a pace that you're used to, and that can be very frustrating. And the way to cope with it is, if you have means and ways like myself where I read, I have games that I download on my phone.
At the end of the day, just accept it. It's beautiful. Island time is awesome. It really is.
And maybe I'm the only one complaining, since maybe it's because I go back and forth. So I'm in the US for work and then I come home. So maybe that could be it. Maybe if I was here all the time, then it wouldn't be a bother.
Because let me tell you, Jamaicans believe in rest. There's a balance.
Yes.
And it has to be maintained.
Yes.
So it's just life.
Yes. Well, in conclusion, I would say she's absolutely correct, and I'm in total agreement with her. I can't wait to get to retirement so I can be on that level and that mindset, you know, and get in the groove of island time. Yeah. That's the only time I'll be 100% accepting of this whole phenomenon.
Mm-hmm. When you become 100% settled.
Yes, and I don't have to worry about getting up, go to work, and the back and forth. I would just be here like the tourists. They do. That's what they do when they come here, and that's what they look forward to just having no cares in the world, and they just get up every day and do whatever. Can't wait though, I must say. I'm looking forward to it.
So yeah, guys, island time is a thing. It's real, and it's not bad. It's good to enjoy now and then, but it's a culture. You have to understand it and accept it.
Yes.
So Wendy's World, or your channel now.
See you next time, you guys. Thanks for watching.